Hi dear Leo, welcome back. This is A from High Fives Tarot, and this is your August 2023 Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus general reading for the sign of Leo. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here and welcome back. The continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, and you could also scroll down at the end of the page so that you could make your own 3-card spread. Just make sure that you would ask a question or set an intention before you shuffle so that you wouldn't find yourself reshuffling it just so you could get the answer that you want to hear. You must be open to all the messages from the universe. Okay, making a decision, perhaps. What is this about? Please give me one more card. Now, what is this about? Career, love life, or whatever. Oh, okay. Why do I get that feeling of stubbornness? If this is a love situation, dear Leo, I strongly feel that you are making a decision, and you are very fierce about this decision. You are channeling your fire, the fire in you, very much of a Leo. We are in the Leo season, and it's your time to shine. If you are planning to put yourself out there, to express your truth, to start a new project, to get a project, or to pitch a project, now is the right time. And it feels like you are making that strong decision. You're making that decision to finally make things happen for you, because for the longest time you might have felt like you are alone. If this is in a relationship, perhaps you have felt that you have been for the longest time your partner may be stepping on is overstepping on you, and it's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to unleash that authentic truth of yours. I apologize for the background noise, but I'm making sure that I will try my best to filter that out. Or I hope it's not too loud that it will distract you. Okay. Analysis paralysis. Okay. Is self-doubt making you feel that your worst enemy is self-doubt? You may be feeling like you are not good enough to make this happen, or you are not good enough to to take action on this one. You are overthinking. You know what? The combination of all of these 3 cards here, this is you overanalyzing the situation, overanalyzing the opportunity is right in front of you, but you keep on pushing yourself back. Look at her. She's looking at herself in the mirror, not very conscious about how she would look like. Perhaps you're very conscious about not exactly how you would look like, but how you present yourself, how you speak, and perhaps you're experiencing an imposter syndrome. You don't want to. You are overthinking the situation to a point that it's giving you that analysis paralysis. You are not able to move forward. You are not able to take action because 1, you are doubting yourself, or 2, you are you're being afraid of something that you shouldn't be afraid about. Look at them. Those 2 children there, those children there are afraid of a rabbit which is otherwise a cute being. It's not something that to be fearful about, but a rabbit is not supposed to be that big, right? So there could be an illusion, or perhaps there's a self-imposed illusion that something that you could be fearing something that you shouldn't fear. I'm not invalidating those fears. What I'm saying is that you could be blowing out of proportion whatever it is that you are telling yourself. So be mindful what you tell yourself, dear Leo, because this is your time to shine. You know that you need to go for it, and you know that you would have to take action on that, and you make a decision. Perhaps for the longest time you have been holding back and not taking action simply because you feel insecure about your actions moving forward. So the universe is telling you now to channel this queen, wield that wand. You are connecting with your fierce self. Tune into that, or if not, you're not in the space to tune in with your fierce self, then it's time for you to channel that energy and check in with yourself. This may have something to do with career. I strongly feel that this is a career move. Perhaps you have been slow and steady in the past, or perhaps an offer for you to travel overseas. It's time for you to wield that wand, to look at yourself in a way that, look at her, Ace of Cups in reverse. Perhaps you are not looking yourself there. I don't want to say that it's a lack of self-love, but it's more of you are looking, you're shining the spotlight onto other people, which is very much so not Leo. Shining that spotlight onto other people to a point that you are forgetting to put yourself out there. You're downplaying your skills, you're downplaying your talents, which is very not so Leo. Downplaying your talents, which is enough reason for you to manifest your desires, or perhaps that is your worst enemy and you are having a hard time to take action. You're having a hard time to make decisions that would be for your highest good. Or perhaps you have been dreaming for a career path, but you just read and read and read but not apply for that job. Perhaps it's time for you to reconstruct or re-edit your resume, if that's the smallest step that you could do to manifest your desires. Overburdened, you could be in a breadwinner situation and you want to leave this situation behind, but there's some guilt in you, feeling that you're not a good person if you leave your family behind. But it's time to say yes to yourself now, dear Leo. You may be also, it's like yourself is your own worst enemy. Yourself is what's holding you back. If your friends would ask you what's holding you back, the answer is it's yourself. Not wanting to check in with yourself, moving so slow in the past. If there's one thing that you need help with, restlessness. Look at this. This is restlessness. This one is overthinking. There's another one which speaks of restlessness. This one, analysis paralysis. Feeling lazy could be. It's time for you to buckle down and do the work. If something doesn't feel right to you, if something makes you feel unhappy in whatever situation that you are in right now, it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to wield that wand and make things happen for you. Make a decision. This has been a long-standing issue and it's time for you to lay that burden down. It's time for you to free yourself from it. The battle is over, or perhaps make that choice to end the battle because it has been exhausting you. Not wanting to speak your truth. Speak your truth, dear Leo. You are good enough. Imposter syndrome. I can't help but hear imposter syndrome. Perhaps the continuation of this reading is all about how to conquer that imposter syndrome. because it's getting the best of you. It's time to explore and go for it. Whatever abundance means to you. Last card for our dear Leo. Take some risks. You need to take some risks. Moving so slow. Okay, right. It's time to shake things up. It's time to turn this chapter, new chapter. This one, you are in that phase. This card as the end of the major arcana card. It's time to take that leaf. It's time to take a new chapter. It's time to make changes. You could be in that position wherein you are reassessing where you are right now, but instead of you reflecting on what needs to be done, or reflecting on what went wrong and how can you make it better, it's instead of looking at the mistake or looking at your situation in an objective point of view, you choose to blame yourself and be more disappointed about yourself. So it's time to step back from that. It's time to push back those disappointments, self-disappointments, because it's time to open yourself up to new experiences, to explore everything around you, and to not stretch yourself way too thin. You are stretching yourself way too thin at the detriment of your authentic truth. You're not speaking your truth, and perhaps you're over sacrificing. This could mean, as I have mentioned, you could be in a breadwinner situation, and perhaps there's an offer for you to work overseas and you are not accepting that simply because you feel guilty about leaving the family behind. And so you are stuck sitting there sitting in your own room contemplating about when can you liberate yourself from that, when in fact you could actually just will that one and make it happen for you. You are Leo, you are confident, and you have all the resources that you need to make things happen for you. Stop overthinking and overanalyzing the situation and just go for it. Let us get what the universe wants you to know. Oracle card. The continuation is in the link in the description box below. You will be redirected to the blog wherein you could see one oracle card for you. Passivity. See? Passivity. This could be a sign that you're not taking action for the longest time. I'm sorry for that noise. And you're just watching in the sidelines, not knowing that you really have the power to will that one. This is this one. Look at that. Queen. You have the power. You are the queen. You are the master of your fate, if I may put it that way. Perhaps this woman right here, you could be a man or a woman. You could be talking to a man, a Leo man right now. She's just watching. She is just watching that battle that is happening around her. So there could be a battle that is happening around you, which may have repercussions in your situation. This could be an internal battle. This could also be a family battle, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you just have to watch in the sidelines. It doesn't necessarily mean that you just have to be passive and just pray. You could always turn that what you call that tablecloth, which is on your knees, on your legs. You can always start from scratch. You could always just throw it away and just start from scratch. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have the power over the situation, because you do. You are not helpless, and you have the power to be in control. You have the power to make things happen for you. It's time to make things happen for you, dear Leo. So I guess I would have to leave it at that. Thank you for being here. The continuation and the link in the description box below, and I hope to see you next time. See you soon. My name is A. Bye, Leo.